Hello and welcome back to Back Punch. Now for our special Halloween edition, Who Would Win? As always, we have our two lovely panelists, Derek and Matt.
Did you almost call Derek Diego? Diego, that's insulting, Derek.
No, if I wanted to call him Diego, I'd call him
But I'm pretty
Nancy.
sure it's me.
Indeed.
All right, so let's begin with the first Who Would Win. We have Freddy Krueger versus Edward Scissorhands in a game of rock, paper, scissors. Best 2 out of 3.
I'd like to call a tie, because they both have to call scissors every time.
Unless I'm mistaken, Freddy Krueger can change his shape.
Not his hands.
He can change his shape, though, so...
Not his hands.
I think you're saying
Only
that...
in your dreams.
Right. But that's the only place he could interact with you, unless you're going to the last movie that he was in.
Most recent timeline.
In which case he was banished.
Most recent timeline.
So he's also not in the real world anymore.
Fine.
So it has to be in dreams, so he can manipulate his hands to not be blades. Therefore, Freddy Krueger wins.
Edward Scissorhands is too gentle of a soul. He would use his ability to cut to the heart of matters, pardon my pun, to truly reveal Freddy Krueger's troubled past. Using his sculpting skills, he would cause Freddy Krueger to come to terms with his death, and stop murdering people, thusly losing rock, paper, scissors.
This completely avoids the point of rock, paper, scissors, though. They wouldn't be playing the game, Matt.
I don't think you understand
I think he's doing the old Reagan strategy.
how this works. This is what I like to call the Obama strategy. What I do is I go to a different point and pretend it's relevant. Boom shalaka.
All right. So, in case the audience at home doesn't know this, they have not seen any of these questions or any of the people before. As you can clearly tell from that, it's all improv. So, let's go to the next one. James Moriarty versus the Joker at babysitting.
James Moriarty, because even though he's insane, he's a professor and intelligent. He may lust for war and want a lot of money, but he doesn't go around killing people for no reason. And that's why he's a better babysitter. Obama.
You forgot to mention Obamacare in that, so I'm going to deduct you some points.
I think the important thing to think about here is what's the motivation for babysitting? Now, Moriarty does nefarious schemes to get what he wants. The Joker just wants to further his goals of defeating the Batman and causing chaos. Now, what better way to cause chaos than to cause a small child to go insane? Something he can only do by keeping the baby alive while babysitting him.
Your argument involves the baby probably getting high. And as a concerned parent myself, I cannot...
Parent?
I'm Obama. I'm channeling my inner Obama. As a concerned parent myself, I cannot condone these actions. The war on drugs is here to stay.
And has nothing to do with babysitting Mr. Obama.
You're letting my child have drugs. Not cool. Not a good
The
babysitter.
Joker's not using drugs.
Yes, he is. He often does. Check your comic book lore. Get on my level.
But there's nothing to say he would with this child.
There is. In fact, in Batman Beyond, The Return of the Joker, he kidnaps Robin and then uses drugs and a series of microchip implants to turn him into an insane maniac.
I understood that reference, and I can confirm that's what he does.
Therefore,
So you voted for my point, though.
Yeah. You helped your opponent, Mr. Obama.
Yeah,
No, I'm saying-
you said he would use drugs, which I didn't think was an issue. But you proved my point. He would keep the child
How is
alive
that-
and turn him into a homicidal
how
killing
is that
maniac.
a good babysitter? James Moriarty would just give tender care to the child.
Or ignore it,
No,
because
he
he's got
would-
better plans to make.
No,
Turn
he
it into
wanted...
a gun. It's
What?
James Moriarty. He could turn into a gun.
James Moriarty, Sherlock Holmes' enemy?
Yeah.
could turn into a gun?
No, the baby.
I don't think you know what's happening here or who you're arguing for. I would like to motion to get this mediator disbarred from the competition.
That's not happening.
Motion seconded.
I count as 3 motions, so no.
I don't believe you.
Maybe in mass. Fatty?
That was rude, Mr. Obama.
I called him fat.
I didn't vote for you. So, let's go to the next one. Chuckie from Child's Play versus Pennywise at being a kid's cuddle buddy. Have fun with this one.
You can go ahead, mister. I don't care.
And
Derek does have first pick this time, so.
Who was Pennywise again?
Pennywise was from It.
Right.
Clown.
He's the clown.
And the question was?
Chuckie versus Pennywise at who is better at being a kid's cuddle buddy.
Well, I don't think there's any evidence really to say Pennywise wouldn't like to snuggle a kid. He just, might not be human.
False. Once again, your knowledge of the comic book lore is
I
laughable.
don't think it was
a
Child Play.
It was a Stephen King novel, and those are
comic
normally
books.
turned into comics.
Really?
Yes. Dark Towers. Look it up. It's a great book. Anyway, it feeds off of children's souls. It's the entire point of its living. Therefore, Chuckie, before being cursed, is just a normal doll. You never mentioned that it was, in fact, the cursed doll, and I'm going to
He said from Child's Play.
there are a number of Chuckie dolls in Child's Play. Sir. Therefore, I will make the assumption that it is not the cursed doll, and an adequate, if not excellent, cuddle buddy for your average child.
I would like to make the assertion that since this is a who would win, who, meaning that there is a personality invested in the doll, a character, so to speak, would infer that it is indeed the cursed doll.
Chuckie is, in fact, the name of also the doll series, which, as you may know, has its own branding and personality behind it. Although there is the cursed one who stands as an outlier,
And the focus of the movies.
just because he's the focus of the movie does not mean he's a focus of the reality in that world.
I mean,
In
it
that
is.
movie
The
world,
world
yeah.
is the movie.
Then it's the doll, not the single doll. It's the entire set of dolls, sirs.
Mediator, can we get a ruling? Were you, in fact, talking about the cursed
I
doll?
was talking about the cursed doll. I'm sorry, Mr.
Even
Obama.
then, before the doll becomes cursed,
It would be after.
it would be fine. And afterwards, the doll still cuddles with children every now and then, only to be melted down. America says that we would rather have a doll than a creepy clown with our children. Thank you. Obama.
Going to defend it anymore?
I think he voted for my side again.
Yeah, you've been doing that a lot, Mr. Obama.
No, I haven't.
Well, all right then. With one, you know what? We don't even have time for that. I think it's about time we should wrap up. Thank you again for joining us for Back Punch for our special Halloween edition.
You're wrong.
Mr. Obama has lost.
Mr. Obama has lost and will be out of office next term.
Still the president.
Catch you later.
NSA drones.